Republic First Bank officially collapses and seized by regulators. But how it can be that we are forming, or Bitcoin is forming, a huge bull flag with a massive price target? This is what I want to speak in this video about, because we have much more news here to come. Usually when a bank collapses, we see a massive pump happening in Bitcoin. So first we see after the collapse a huge drop and then a huge pump. And by the way, this is exactly what I told you on Twitter, that I'm expecting much more banks to collapse in the future. And right now we see this happening, and probably this is not the first and the last bank which will collapse. We can expect, if more banks will collapse, a further drop. And you know our price target, if we are pulling out again the Fibonacci, our price target is still the big price target. The big crash which we could see is 50k. I'm expecting that we could see here a massive wick to the downside, which will be very quickly bought up by the institutions and by the retail, and we are closing again inside of the bull flag. And what is the price target of the bull flag? I coming in a second to this. We see here the Bitcoin ETF flow table. It looks very complicated. It isn't. I explain you. Here you see IBIT. This is the BlackRock ETF. We had on the 26th, 25th April and 24, in the last 3 days, we hadn't zero inflow in the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF, which indicates again that they know what they're doing, because they will buy when the prices are cheaper. They will buy when the prices are here, when we are falling down to 50k. BRICS consider launching a stablecoin for international trade settlement. Speculations are that the stablecoin would be backed by gold, considering the huge holdings of BRICS nation. So it means this is a stablecoin on the blockchain. So it would be like USDT or USDC, but backed by gold. Just imagine, this would be crazy. And then I want to run very quickly through these questions. US economic growth has decreased from 3.4% to 1.6%. PCE inflation has increased from 2% to 3.7%. The SEC might reject an ETH ETF in May, forcing approval through court. And we know, by the way, Hong Kong or China approved a ETH ETF, which is quite amazing, but I can do another video to this. But in overall big picture, it's very bullish. Quarterly results, Tesla, Facebook, and probably Apple and Microsoft, we will find out tomorrow, are not looking so good. The S&P is on a slight downward, which we spoke also on the channel since several days, that we are expecting S&P 500 to drop. Given all this, 50k seems probable. Yes, it also looks like inflation is coming back. The economy is declining, stagflation. We are exactly right now in a stagflation, because we see the GDP is, so the US economic growth is declining, but the inflation is rising. This is called exactly a stagflation, and we see banks collapsing. So everything speaks for crypto right now. And now it's getting very interesting what he's writing. What happens to Bitcoin during stagflation? Nobody knows, but in the 1970s, gold rose during stagflation. Will Bitcoin do the same? I expecting in the immediate short term, we could see a negative impact on this news, the stagflation, this bad economy, the US of the US. We could see some more black swan event. If a bank collapse or an exchange, we could see a drop to 50k. We could see even a drop to 35k, which is our biggest support. There's also 200 moving average. However, in the big picture, and weeks after this huge black swan event, which I expecting huge pump to the upside. And this huge pump, what we are expecting not only that we are reaching here our all-time high at around 75k, but I expecting the price target of this bull flag is around 100k. And 100k is not my price target for the Bitcoin bull run, but this is what would be the price target after a huge black swan event, several weeks or months after. This is what I'm expecting. In the bull run, we're expecting Bitcoin personally to go, I'm personally to between 150 and 200k, but we have somebody like Plan B who's expecting that Bitcoin will go even as high as between 300 and 1 million. So we will see, bratans, but everything what I just showed you, what this very intelligent guy from our community wrote, I absolutely agree here with him. And we see everything is speaking for Bitcoin, and we can compare Bitcoin to gold in the 1970s. And we saw also gold after the ETF approval in gold. We saw also a huge rise in the gold price. So I'm expecting here the same in Bitcoin. We saw the Bitcoin ETF happened, and we will see inevitably Bitcoin rising to new all-time highs, which we can't even imagine. But altcoins will even outperform Bitcoin. So I think the rally which is about to come will be really retarded. This will be retarded rally. You will not believe your eyes. And moreover, I cannot tell you, will we have right now for a year like a sideways movement or not? Nobody can tell you this. But as soon as we see this quick black swan event where we see a drop to 35K or 50K, after it, this will be the really, really last opportunity to buy altcoins and Bitcoin cheap back. And I told you already some altcoins which I'm buying already, but I can do another video where I exactly tell you which I'm buying, Bratans. So right now, tell me, are you in a short or a long position watching right now the market in the immediate short term? And the immediate short term, in my opinion, it looks bearish. I'm expecting here to fall down to 59K or even 50 or 35K. But tell me, what's your opinion? Are you short or long right now, Bratans? Thank you everyone for watching. By the way, 30K bonus on Bybit you get through the link down below. Thank you everyone for watching. Kiss you and see you later. Mwah.